guys, my name is Izzy. I'm a sporadic YouTuber. So, today I'm going to be doing my wrap up for the month of November. I read a total of, I believe, 17 books. So in the month of November, I read book 8 and book 8 and book 9 of the series of unfortunate events. If you don't know, I host a read along where we are reading these books. Another one that I read that was a part of a middle grade series. There's a lot of middle grade in here as well. I did read a lot of middle grade this month for some reason. This is part of the You Picked My TBR. I still have one book left. One book left in the You Pick My TBR. I know, I'm awful at this. I didn't realize that school was going to take up as much as it did. I should have made my categories a little bit smaller. But I did really enjoy this one. This is the book 2 in the Percy Jackson series. This is my first time reading these, and I think they're really fun. The next two are another middle grade. I listened to both of the audiobooks for book 1 and book 2 of the How to Train Your Dragon read along that Becky is hosting. I will try to link the video down below for that. I will probably forget because I'm an awful human being. But she's hosting a read-along of the How to Train Your Dragon series, which was inspired by my read-along of the series of unfortunate events. And it's my first time reading these as well. I have been paging through and looking at the drawings because the illustrations are quite fun, but I have been listening to the audiobook as well because the audiobooks are brilliant. I have really been loving them. If you don't know, David Tennant narrates them, and it's just a lot of fun. The next one that I read, I also listened to the audiobook of this one while paging through because there are a lot of pictures and stuff in here as well. And that is If Chins Could Kill, Confessions of a B-Movie Actor by Bruce Campbell. I already owned this book, but it ended up being like a free audiobook on Audible for some reason. So I claimed it right away because I wanted to read this anyway for a long time. This has been sitting on my TBR. And it was really great. Obviously Bruce Campbell narrates it, and I just adore Bruce Campbell. He's such a babe, by the way. And it's just, there's lots of behind the scenes of like some of your favorite movies that he's been in. It was just really fun. I really thoroughly enjoyed this book. And the last physical book that I have was actually a borrow-a-thon book, but I ended up keeping it. Not keeping it. I ended up getting my own copy because there was a Target exclusive, and I just couldn't pass it up because I'm obsessed with this book. I needed my own copy. I loved it so much. And that is A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahereh Mafi. Oh, I just love this. I really love this. I haven't read the Shatter Me series by her, but I have read Furthermore. I need to get Witchwood. But I have read Furthermore, and I really loved it. And I just absolutely adored this. I gave it 5 stars. I loved this. So those are all of the actual physical books that I have. I am going to cut in some footage right here. I did do a little bit of a wrap up before I dropped a whole bunch of books off at the library, so I will insert that right here, and I'll be back with you in a minute. The first one that I'm returning is The Walking Dead Volume 1. I really enjoyed this. I gave it 4 stars. I read Volume 1 of Spill Zone. I'm actually going to renew Volume 2, and I really enjoyed this. This is by Scott Westerfeld, and he wrote the Uglies series, he wrote Afterworlds, and I really like his stuff. So I think I gave this 4.5 stars. Check Please by, I can't even say I can't say that name. I can't do it. I'll murder it. It'll end badly. But I need Volume 2 of this, like, now, and this was really good. I think I gave it 4.5 stars as well. It was really cute. We follow Biddy, who is a vlogger, which is relatable. Next one was Bingo Love. I gave this 5 stars. I want my own copy. This was fantastic. I loved every single second of it. It was just amazing and beautiful, and it is a gay romance, and it's just so freaking cute. I loved this so much. I read Afar, which this was actually a little weird. It was about this girl can travel to other time dimensions and other worlds when she's sleeping, I guess. But it was very interesting. I think I ended up giving it 3 or 4 stars. I thought it was good enough. It was good enough. So how did Past Izzy treat you? Did she treat you good? Now, unfortunately, I forgot to do a wrap up after Borrowathon because I'm a piece of garbage. And usually after Borrowathon, I'm racing to take my books back to the library because my one library has awful rental times. But I did rent Snot Girl Volume 2. I ended up giving it, I think, 3 stars, maybe 4. Snot Girl is just alright. It's one of those, like, guilty pleasure readings. Like, I hate every single one of the characters, but for some reason I can't stop reading, and I really want to read Volume 3, and I don't know why. I also read Volume 1 and Volume 2 of the Graveyard Book graphic novel, and I loved it. I really enjoyed the actual book, which I read in the month of October. I think I gave both of the graphic novels 5 stars. I think they were really cool. I read A Very Large Expanse of Sea during Borrowathon, but as you know, I own it now and I love it. And I read Picture Us in the Light, which was a book that I didn't know much about. It was one of those, like, if you like More Happy Than Not, I think you would like this one. It's kind of like slow like that one. Because I feel like More Happy Than Not is kind of a slow-paced book, but good. Yeah. And it's got a blurb from Becky Albertalli. It was pretty good. And then the last one that I read that I had to take back was City of Ghosts by V.E. Schwab. And it was the first V.E. Schwab book I've ever read. I've never read anything by her. I know, I'm awful. And I need to read more by her. I really enjoyed it. It was her first, I believe it was her first middle grade, and she's going to be making another one, I think there's going to be a sequel, which would be really exciting, but that book was really cute. I think I gave it 5 stars. I really liked it. So I do need my own physical copy of it, but I'm putting it off until I see it on a discount because I'm cheap. But yeah, so those are all the books that I read in the month of November. Love you guys. Peace. I'm out. Bye.